Buenas tardes.
Hello.
Mm.
Today we're coming to you all talking about space, and it feels valuable in this time of quarantine where we might be in a house with someone for a lot of time, a lot of extended time, and so just how to navigate space. So a few perspectives that I've been looking at. One is sometimes I'll feel as though, or I'll worry that by spending so much time together, things might get dull and boring between us. And I'll project onto Lavina like that she's getting bored with me and that I'm not as exciting. Um, but I was able to switch that around the other day and just think like, well, am I bored? Do I feel less excited? And and I don't. So that's like a choice that we get to make. It's not something out of our control. Um, and if my partner is feeling less excited or uh, feeling like she needs space, which did come up, then that's something that can be expressed too.
Right. So it always seems to come back to communication. And so just these past few days, I've been really feeling this desire to just have my own space, to be able to be with myself, to connect with myself, to express myself in a way that is just free of any outside speculation, just being able to go in and be free to be me. And being that we are inside, it's been rainy, we're quarantined, it's like how to navigate that, because of course you're not doing anything wrong. It's not that I actually want to be away from you, it's just that I want to be with me. So yeah, it's so important for me to express that need and see how we can actually work with that, so that I can actually honor what is true to me, speak that, so that we can move with it rather than me not speaking it and then you picking up on those feelings of me retracting in some way.
So I feel like I can speak to two shadow aspects of this dynamic with space. One shadow aspect that I've experienced is that if Lavina expresses a need for space, then uh, reactively I might say, "Oh, you need space. I need space," um, and that's just important to check in. Like, where's this coming from? Is this just coming from a place of insecurity? Like, oh, I'm bothering you. You're bothering me. So that's just one thing to check in with. And then another side of it too is um, honoring my needs and being the one to communicate it. And so, one thing that's come up in our relationship time and again is me worrying that I'm going to be swallowed in our relationship. And some of the greatest learning in this exploration together, this journey, has just been remembering over and over again that I get to choose. Like, it's my choice if I get swallowed or if I honor my needs and just say, hey, you know what? I need some space today. Just
Right.
gonna do my thing.
Yeah, and with that, can I receive that without taking it personally? And that's something that's really challenging for me, because that's the story that plays out in my head. Like, you want space? Did I do something? Or and feeling slighted in some way, rather than just being like, oh wow, thank you for honoring your needs. And if I can do that, if I can just be grateful that you're expressing your needs and speaking, telling me what is true for you, then everything is just so much easier. And then we can just flow in harmony and not have sticky tension and not feel like we actually want to throw each other. It's like, yeah, we need space. We're individual human beings, and it's so important to honor that, because it's also so easy to slip into codependency, and that's something that I think we try to be hyper aware of.
Yeah. Yeah, just very interesting to look at where the need for space is coming from. Like, I still feel very excited to be with Lavina, and I'm also like trying to accomplish tasks in my personal life. And so it's been this journey of figuring out, like, when do I really need to step back? As much as I'm enjoying and loving being together and doing the things that we do, like, when do I need to actually go do the things that I've also put on my to-do list?
Yeah. Speaking to that, to-do lists are great. It's like, let me see what it is that's important to me. I can prioritize what I need to do in order to feel like I've taken care of myself. And by taking care of myself, then I fill my cup. And with that, then I'm able to continue to interact with the world in a positive way.
Yeah, and with that, just wanted to say, like, with that, when I can get a vision for how I want my day to look, and then being that I love interacting with Lavina, I can fit that in, I can, like, plan that into the vision. And so what I'm finding for me, what that does is that when it's like, all right, I've reached a checkpoint and now I can hang with Lavina, then I enter into the shared space with Lavina with much more intentionality.
Yes, thank you. I forgot, I wanted to say something that reminded me. So when we allow ourselves to actually have this space, to take time apart and spend time with ourselves or doing something else, then when we come back together, it's that much more exciting as well. So yeah, I think, again, referencing this quarantine, it's important to actually implement the intention of taking space.
Yeah, one tip that I'll offer that has just been nice for me to experience is that every time, or as much as I can remember, when we've had space and then the moment before we're coming together, I will just do a little self check-in, a little, like, I might close my eyes and just breathe, and I'll remember, like, how do I want to interact with my beloved right now? Like, what are the lessons and qualities that I've learned that feel true? And so then when I walk into that room and there's Lavina, I'm just, like, so ready and excited to be my best self.
Yeah, and for me, it's really a journey about falling in love with myself, and, like, really honoring that and giving myself the time and tuning in to what it is that that fills me up, that brings me joy, so that when I do come back to you, I am in my best self, and I know me, and I can come to you as a whole being, and so that we can come together and be that much more expansive. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you.
That's it for today.
That's it. Much love.
Peace.